it away.
And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead 3-2.
1 on, 2 out. Martinez hits one to deep right center field. At the wall. Tie game.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good Saturday evening. Welcome on this 81-degree Saturday evening. It is the Chicago Cubs against the Milwaukee Brewers here on the Louis Sports Network. Welcome everybody to another baseball live stream. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. I truly appreciate that. Hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend and enjoying their Saturday day. We got the Cubs against the Brewers. We got Justin Steele on the mound pitching for the Cubs, going against Corbin Burnes of the Milwaukee Brewers. If you look at the Cubs, they are coming in 16 games under 500. They are 66-82, while the Brewers are 33 games over 500 at 90-57. Currently lead the National League Central by, well, I got to see, by a whopping, well, not really sure of that now, but okay. So right now, I'm just looking at the recent pitching starts from Justin Steele, and he's 2-3 in his last 5 starts. He lost to Cincinnati 14-5. He lost to Colorado 13-10 in 10 innings, so I'm probably guessing he got a no decision on that one. He only pitched three and 2/3 innings in that start. Let me see. He went 5 innings in his last 3 starts. He got a 3-0 win against Minnesota. He got a 4-3 win against Cincinnati, and then he lost 6-5 against the Giants, in which he went at least 5 innings, but he gave up 5 runs and 10 hits. Only struck out 4 in that start. So before we get started, smash the like, hit that subscribe, and let me know how everybody's Saturday is going. In the meantime, we're going to look at some out of town scores for today's Saturday right before the game starts. The game is slated to start at 7:15 Eastern time, 6:15 Central time. And so Corbin Burnes is expected to start. He's only 3-4 in American Family Field this year. He has a 10-4 record, 2.25 ERA, a whip under 1. He's already pitched 152 innings pitched. He has 110 hits allowed, 210 strikeouts currently right now, 29 walks, and he's only allowed 5 home runs in the season. While Justin Steele has a 3-3 record, so he's pitching at 500, 4.17 ERA, whip of 1.39, 41 innings pitched, 37 hits allowed in those 41 innings he's pitched, 43 strikeouts, 20 walks, and he's allowed 7 home runs on the season. All right, here is your starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs before we get started. We got Ortega, the center fielder, hitting first. We have Schwindel, the first baseman, batting second. We got Happ, the left fielder, batting third. Wilson Contreras, the catcher, batting cleanup at fourth. We got Wisdom, the third baseman, is batting fifth. We got Rivas, the right fielder, batting sixth. We got Matt Duffy, the second baseman, batting seventh. We got Alcantara, the shortstop, batting 8th, and then we have Justin Steele, the starting pitcher for the Cubs, batting 9th. And so let's look at the career numbers that each hitter has against Corbin Burnes, who was having a very good season. Ortega's only had 3 at-bats against him. He's 1 for 3. Schwindel is 0 for 3 against him. Happ is 2 for 9 in his career against him. Wilson Contreras, 1 for 8. Wisdom, third baseman, is 0 for 2 against him. Rivas has never faced him in his career. Justin Steele has never faced him in his career. Alcantara is 0 for 2, and Matt Duffy is 1 for 3. And I'm guessing for most of these guys, well, actually pretty much all of these numbers are as of this year. So relatively new going up against Corbin, but those are the numbers against them. So now let's look at the Milwaukee starting lineup. We got Colton Wong, second baseman, batting leadoff. We got Escobar, the first baseman, batting second. We got Christian Yelich, the left fielder, batting third. Luis Arias, the shortstop, batting fourth. We got Lorenzo Kay, the center fielder, batting fifth. We have Pena, the catcher, batting 6th. We got Peterson, the right fielder, is batting 7th. We got Reyes, the third baseman, batting 8th. And then batting 9th is Corbin Burnes, the starting pitcher for the Brewers. He is going to bat 9th. And then let's look at the numbers that all these guys have against Justin Steele. And just like Corbin Burnes, not a lot of guys have faced him. 3 guys have not faced him in this lineup. While some of the other players have gone hitless, only Escobar, he's 2 for 3 lifetime against him, and then Burnes got a hit off of him earlier this year. So, okay, those are the numbers between both lineups. All right, man, let's look at the home runs right now. So the home runs, the leaders So the center fielder Garcia for the Brewers leads the team with 27 home runs, while Wisdom, the third baseman for the Cubs, has 26, and he has 54 RBIs, but he's hitting 240. Garcia's hitting 269. We got Baez. Well, Baez, when he was with the Cubs, he had the most runs batted in for the team. Garcia has 82 RBIs for them. So we look at the batting leaders. Well, actually, no, that's all of baseball. That's not what I want. Let's go to the pitching leaders for both teams. Hendricks has the most wins with 14. Burns has the most wins for Milwaukee with 10. We got Suter has got 12. And then, actually, no, this is ERA. Burns leads the team in ERA with 2.25. Suter leads the club in wins for the Brewers with 12. And he has a solid 3.09 ERA. And then Burns leads the team in strikeouts. He has 210. So like I mentioned with his numbers right before the start. So let's look at some out-of-town scores as of right now before we preview for this game. So Rockies lead the Nationals, bottom of the ninth inning in Washington, score 6-0, Rockies lead. Pirates 1-0 right now, bottom of the third against the Miami Marlins. Indians beat the Yankees by 8 by the score of 11-3. I'm disappointed about that. Red Sox win 9-3 over Baltimore. Dodgers win 5-1 after losing 3-1 to the Reds yesterday. Blue Jays beat the Twins by the score of 6-2. Tigers win 4-3 over the Rays. White Sox and Rangers underway right now, top of the first inning in the ballpark in Arlington. Well, I know it's under the name of a different field now. Let's see. Diamondbacks, Astros, 7:10 in Houston. We have at Minute Maid Park, we got the Mariners and the Royals at 7:10 in Kansas City, Kauffman Stadium, unless they change their name as well. Obviously, American Family Field, this is the game we're doing tonight, Cubs Brewers. In Milwaukee, we got the Phillies and the Mets at Citi Field at 7:15. Philly barely holding on to that division, or trying to keep pace with the Braves in the division. Braves are only 7 games above 500. Philly is 3 games above 500. And currently, I think they're a game and a half back out of the – no, they're 3.5 games. Wait, hold on. 76 and 69, 75 and 72. So they're 2 games back. My bad. I'm sorry. They're 2 games back of the division are the Phillies. So they are still in it, you know. So we got the Braves and the Giants. What a great game last night between those 2 teams, right? Where the Giants won in walk-off fashion. Unbelievable game last night. Excuse me. And to those who I know somebody was complaining about the fact that if I'm going to be here, that I need to make a live reaction. Look, unfortunately, I had something going on, so I left the game audio just for you to watch. I know everybody else understood, but to the person that was here last night with the Giants game, like I said before, I had a call to make, and so I made sure to leave the audio on because I had interruptions, so I had to make a call. So I wanted to make sure that you guys hear the audio while I was taking that call. So apologize for that. I want to make sure that and if it does happen again, you guys can listen to the audio. You know, that's why I have the audio playing so that you guys so I can make sure that you guys can hear the audio just in case if you don't hear my commentary. So you're getting a little bit of both. Okay. So that's why I wanted to do it that way last night. But that's why I want to make sure that if the call does happen again, that I am fully prepared, you know, to let you guys listen and then I'll come back. And again, you guys could talk amongst yourselves. You know, usually doesn't happen, but, you know, it happens. So just get ready for that. And then last but not least, guys, so we got the Braves and the Giants at 9:05 in San Francisco at Oracle Park. And then we got the Angels and Athletics at 9:07 in Anaheim, a.k.a. Los Angeles of Anaheim. That is a 9:07 start Eastern time, 6:07 in the Pacific. And those are pretty much your games, and those are final scores, games currently going on, and upcoming games for this evening. Let's take a look at the standings, man, since we got about 5 minutes until first pitch. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. I might have to raise up this a little bit just for the fact that, let me see. Yeah, I might just have to raise that up just so that, and then I'm raising myself a little bit. There you go. Only just to make sure that these guys can see. Yeah, there you go. Looks a little better now. I was struggling. Here we go. Let's listen to the audio. Oh, it's got that beautiful Fox sound. There's Colton Wall getting warmed up. Eric Carroll's. It's been a long time since I've seen Eric.
He's putting together quite a Cy Young resume. Yeah, one of the best seasons in modern history.
So, Brewer fans, let me ask y'all a question. Do you think Corbin Burns has a chance to win the Cy Young Award?
You know, he's one of the most unhittable pitchers this game has ever seen.
I mean, if King Felix won it with 13 games, I mean, he did have more starts that year, but still, do you think Corbin Burns has a chance to win the Cy Young of the National League? I say yes. That's right. He was throwing. Well, actually, no. He no-hit the Indians for 8 innings. That's correct. He probably could have had a no-hitter against the Indians if he would have pitched one more inning. But
he's had some great starts this year against the Cubs. They'll try to do
remember, 2.25 ERA does that Corbin Burns.
Magic number is 2 to clinch a playoff spot in the division title. Not far away either for the Milwaukee Brewers.
So I don't know what the Brewers' clinching number is for the division, but to get into the playoffs, all they need is 2 more wins. So they get tonight's win against the Cubs, and then they beat them Sunday. The Brewers are in the playoffs, and they would have gotten to the playoffs on September 19th. So that means that they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they would have gotten the division within 13 days left in the season. You know, and then you have to ask yourself, does the manager start resting players? But I think they want to keep them in a rhythm. I don't think you want to keep them like, I would just say take kind of rest in between and just get them ready for the playoffs. Because obviously you rest in the offseason. You want to get ready for October playoff baseball because the goal is to win a World Series. Whether your team doesn't match up really well or you think you have an opportunity, the goal is still the same. It's not always about who's the best team. It's always about who's playing the best in October. Shout out to Brett Gardner for that quote. It's always about the team that is playing the best in October. That's going to win the title. That's the best team. Again, on paper, you may not be the best team. But if you're playing the best in October, you deserve to be the champion. You deserve to win the World Series. And sometimes you have to scratch your head and be like, how is it that talented teams just never win a World Series sometimes? That's just the way that baseball can be. So I think that's what's so weird and unique about the game of baseball. Take a look at the Cardinals in 2006. They only won 83 games. No team, they are the only team to win the least amount of games to win a world championship in 2006. They only won 83 games. And they won the world title.
In Milwaukee at American Family Field, the roof is open.
I think the Royals of 85, I think also they didn't win a lot of games neither. I think they didn't even win 90 games that year, and they ended up winning the World Series. And I think at that time they were the lowest before that. 72 degrees in Milwaukee in American Family Field. Here's the starting lineup. Rafael Ortega batting leadoff. Frank Schwindel batting second. Ian Happ batting third. Wilson Contreras batting fourth. Patrick Wisdom batting fifth. Alfonso Rivas batting sixth. Matt Duffy batting seventh. Sergio Alcantara batting eighth. And Justin Steele is batting ninth for your Cubs. And they're going against your Brewers, Corbin Burns. Opponents are only hitting 198 against him this season. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe, and let's get ready for some Cubs and Brewers baseball here on this Saturday. Yeah, he has a really nice, his cut fastball is something else. Cutter, curveball, changeup, slider, two-seamer. He's got a lot of good movement on his two-seam fastball. 96 mile an hour cut fastball, man. Just let you know. Smash the like, taste us. All right, man. Here's Rafael Ortega, 280, 10 home runs, 32 RBI, 798 OPS. And here's the pitch by Burns, and it's going to start off with a ball, 1-0. And we are underway in American Family Field here in Milwaukee. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. All right, man, let's get ourselves to 1,700 plus subscribers hopefully tonight. Smash the like. I am one sub away. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be, once again, ball downstairs for 2-0. Let's raise up the volume a little bit. Here's the 2-0 from Burns. Strike one on the cut fastball right down the middle for strike one. Chad Whitson, Tony Rondazzo, Nestor Seja, and then Scott Berry at third.
Nestor Seja at second, and Scott Berry is the umpire at third.
Just going to be nice to umpire night tonight.
What you need to do.
Salute Cubs fans and Brewer fans everywhere, man. Here's a pitch, and the ball. Ortega hits it, but it's going to be a foul ball, so count is now even at 2-2.
Pretty nimble down there, too, for a big man.
He used to be a catcher, so he somewhat of an athlete over there.
Yeah, Tony does a nice job. Been in the league for years.
No, I don't like that. There we go.
1999 actually was part of the World Series crew in 2016. Cubs fans like to remember more about 2016 and less about 2021. The way things have gone this year.
All right, here's a pitch from Burns on the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out on the curveball for the first out of the inning, 1-8 way.
We see finishes off Ortega with that curveball.
Really nice night. Really nice curveball.
He started throwing that after a start in Colorado. But you combine that with that cutter, and as I mentioned, just so difficult with the late movement as a hitter to try to pick up and try to make contact.
All right, man, let's go to our next hitter.
Corbin Burns this year, as Frank Schwindel is the batter now.
Frank Schwindel. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be once again low for ball one.
Burns' first start against the Cubs, he had a 10 strikeout game on April 14th. Then he punched out 15 on August 11th. That's when he had 10 in a row.
343 average, 14 home runs. Oakland and Chicago, 48 RBIs. Looks like he had.
And has been matched twice this year.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
There's that
Strike
right
one.
there. You see that the movement just darting out of the zone. But that's one thing the viewers at home to watch.
Corbin Burns, man, in that 8-inning shutout, only allowed 4 hits to the Indians. I mean to the Guardians. My bad. I keep saying. See, I'm so used to saying Indians. I meant to say Guardians. Pitch. So they'll change it next year. So I know that.
But not only is it not straight, it's coming at you 96. 97. We saw his curveball to Ortega. That's 84. So there's a big variation in speed, some time, and movement in every direction of the strike zone.
You know, it's interesting, though, because you can talk about the velocity. You go back to 2019, he was throwing 97, 98 miles an hour. He was throwing that four-seamer a lot. And translated into an ERA of over 8.
Here's the 1-2 from Corbin. Went with the curveball and fouled off. Still 1-2.
Look, you can throw as hard as you want, but if you don't have movement, whether that's vertical rise, whether that's horizontal movement, you're going to get hit. And it's something that, he made an adjustment after the 2019 season because, again, you look at some of the metrics. The fastball was 98. It had a spin rate. Everybody gets
smash it like it does. Subscribe.
Over 2,600 to a second in all of baseball with fastballs. But he got
and that's going to be a ball, 2-2.
Crushed. He gave up 17 home runs that year in just 49 innings. He did have 70 strikeouts, so the stuff was there when he was missing bats. This year he's missed a lot of bats. He's the strikeout rate leader.
Wow, 12.4 strikeouts, first in the National League. Ks per walk, 7.2. ERA second, and his whip is first in the National League. Here's a 2-2. Ball. 3-2. Count is full.
For Frank Schwindel, who's put together a lot of good at-bats over the last month and a half.
I mean, since July 30th, he's got the second highest average in baseball, highest batting average in the National League.
That's a pop, too. Schwindel's hit 14 home runs this year in a short time.
Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Gets the cut fastball for the second strikeout for Corbin Burns. That's 2 away.
Well, you mentioned here he goes with the cutter.
And that was ball 4, but it looked like a fastball came out pretty fast.
Ortega got the curveball as a left-handed hitter. Odell got the cutter as a right-handed hitter.
Throws it more than 50% of the time overall as Ian Happ stands in. Happ's been swinging the bat.
Here's Happ, 219 average, 22 home runs, 54 RBIs, 736 OPS. Here's a pitch, ball.
Cubs have lost a lot of familiar names. Ian Happ has been around for a few years now, but
Smash it like it does. Subscribe. Top of the first inning, 13 pitches thrown by Corbin Burns for the Milwaukee Brewers. There's David Ross, manager of the Cubs, second season manager. 8 games under 500, 100 and 108 career record. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
right in the lineup, too, you've got Wisdom and Schwindel, who are considered rookies, but they are old rookies.
Right.
Here's
the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Contact from the Cubs so far here in the top of the first. Corbin Burns a strike away from striking out the side.
All right, so quickly to a 1-2 count. Burns at 15 pitches. 2 outs, top of the first, 1-2 count for Corbin Burns. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ian Happ is down on swings, and he strikes out the side.
He strikes out the side. Ortega with the curve, Schwindel with the cutter, and Happ with the curveball. 0-0 after a half inning.
No runs, no hits. Nobody left on base. 1-2-3 inning for Corbin Burns. Headed to the bottom of the first inning. ER scoreless, and the Milwaukee Brewers are coming up to bat. Smash it like it does. Subscribe. Make sure to share. And Burns strikes out the side. Curveball. Cut fastball, curveball to finish off the first 3 hitters for the Cubs. And now the Milwaukee Brewers are coming up to bat in just a bit. You know, as Christian Yelich really looked like a shell of himself this year. He doesn't even have 90 hits this year. He only has 89, I think, total for the year. He's not even over 100. I mean, the crazy part is he still has a chance to get over 100 hits before the season ends. I think after today we have 13 games remaining. Let me see. Hold on. The Brewers are 90-57. This is their 148th game. Oh, okay. So teams have 13 to 14 games left before the season is over. So that means I believe that the season is going to end on October 2nd. That's my drift. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So the season will end on October 2nd for baseball. And then the playoffs should be starting, I think, 2 or 3 days after. Well, obviously you got the wild card round, then the division series, then the league championship series, and then the World Series. Yeah, if you look at that American League East, Tampa Bay 92-57, the Yankees are 83-66. They're only a game and a half behind Boston, and they're a half game behind Toronto. Toronto is 1 game behind Boston, so pretty tight there. Baltimore's already at 101 losses. The White Sox 84-63. Houston is 87-60.
Brewers lineup: Bobby Sahil, Garcia banged up a little bit, so Chase Peterson in right field tonight. Plus a lefty on the
Brewers: Colton Wong leadoff, Eduardo Escobar batting second, Yelich batting third, Luis Arias cleanup, Lorenzo Cain fifth, Manny Pena sixth, Chase Peterson seventh. Pablo Reyes, number 8. Corbin Burns is number 9 in the lineup.
He'll do so tonight against left-hander in Mississippi native Justin Steele.
Justin Steele on the mound for the Cubs.
Justin Steele's been pretty decent this year. You know, he's the type of guy who's got a very live arm.
17 games started, 17 games pitched, 6 games started, 3-3 record as we mentioned, 4.17 ERA. He has a fastball, slider, two-seam fastball, and a curveball. Throws his fastball and his slider probably in two-seamer, probably more conveniently than others. Fastball 45% of the time. And Colton Wong swings and misses for strike one.
Wong is at 13 homers this year.
Wong, 280, 13 home runs, 46 RBI, 799 OPS in 3 games this year. And that's going to be a strike. And quickly 0-2. Paints the fastball on the outside corner. There's Justin Steele, quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Wong hits it over to the shortstop. Sergio. And Sergio Alcantara took a little too long to field that ball and throw it over the first, and it took the first baseman off the bag as Wong beats it out for a base hit. Or is it going to be an error?
He gets over there and gets it in the palm of his glove, and you can see just can't seem to.
He didn't have a good grip after he tried to set his feet.
Grip on that ball, and while he's doing that, trying to get it, Wong just keeps hustling down there.
He kept stutter stepping. Once he kept stutter stepping, he couldn't grip the baseball, and then that's what happens. Wong is able to beat it out safely. All right, man. So we got a leadoff man on first for Milwaukee. So it is indeed an error. Here's Eduardo Escobar.
Cubs ball club has not been very good at preventing runs over the last couple of months.
Here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled away. Strike one.
The reality is they're young. Everybody knows they're in a rebuilding process. Look, for the reality of it is
Escobar, 253, 27 home runs, 81 RBI, 788 OPS this year.
They weren't playing well either. They had a good stretch, and then they just had a horrible month that just basically.
Here's the pitch by Steele. Off the plate, ball one.
We got to go in a different direction.
64 players used this season, most in the baseball single-season franchise record for the Cubs. They weren't getting consistent play from their mainstays, so they had to sail. Pitch, strike. Good curve.
Steele to get ahead of Escobar. After all the success of middle and later part of the last decade.
I'm wondering if Edwin and Eduardo Escobar are brothers, because I think they are. All right, here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss with the slider.
Justin Steele gets his first out with a strikeout.
And that's going to be the first out of the inning as Escobar is down on strikes, one away.
Take a look at the Cubs defense.
All right, Hap at left, Ortega at center, Alfredo Rivas at right. That is your defensive outfield for the Cubs defense. For the infield, we have Patrick Wisdom at third, Sergio Alcantara at short, Matt Duffy at second, Frank Schwindel at first. Wilson Contreras behind the plate, and Justin Steele doing the pitching. And here's a snap throw to first. Colton Wong gets back.
Nico Horner, he'll be back. I think he'll be possibly tomorrow playing shortstop. Second base in the future will be Madrigal.
Christian Yelich, 250, 8 home runs, 46 ribbies, 737 OPS.
Two middle infielders that don't hit for much power, and they make a lot of contact with Horner.
And again, snap throw to first.
Those two guys they'll strike out. They'll hit in the neighborhood of 280 to 300, but they won't hit for much power. It seems like they will try to lock down a different kind of style of a Cubs offense than what we've seen the last few years.
First pitch is a ball upstairs, 1-0.
Batters Christian Yelich, 2018 MVP, was the runner-up for that award in 2019. But it's been kind of a strange year for Yelich and some back problems that have seemed to zap his power a little bit. He's only hit 8 home runs.
Here's the snap throw once again, the first.
What they're looking for, though, is just somebody that can provide good at-bats in that third spot.
Yelich, 2019, 329, 44 home runs, 97 RBIs, 1,100 OPS. Since then, 254, 20 home runs, 68 RBIs, 756. He's played 162 games combined after playing 130 games just 2 years ago. And the pitch. Foul. Is it fouled off? Yeah, fouled out and out of play. Strike one.
29 years old. The back has certainly been a problem.
It's been injuries. It's been injuries with Yelich.
Return for Christian Yelich. Can he be that guy again? Not necessarily this year, but still moving forward in what's a long contract for Milwaukee.
Well, as
From Thousand Oaks, California, 6'3", 195 pounds.
And so that's something that he's going to.
Oh, wow. He's Steph Curry's weight.
Concern himself with. He's going to have to do things. He's going to have to take days. And, again, will he ever be that player? I mean, it's possible, but
pitch, ball.
I don't know that it's probable.
2 balls and 1 strike on Yelich.
But remember, those 2 years, I mean, he was. You could argue he was a top 4 or 5 players in all of baseball.
Craig Counsell, the umpire. I meant the manager for the Brewers.
In 18 and 19.
Former baseball player, won a World Series with both the Marlins and with the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss. Counted even at 2-2 for Justin Steele.
Craig Counsell.
7th season as Brewers manager, franchise best 33 games over 500 this season.
Next year, but now his focus is on what's ahead for the Brewers and what they think will be a very good October run.
They got the potential to make something happen as long as they don't run into the Dodgers.
Handling bullpens or keeping the guys ready to play. Strategy, create the clubhouse.
Phil Garner, 563. Ned Yost, 457. But he's had a better win percentage as Craig Counsell with the Brewers.
Manager as there is in the game.
He's done a really good job with this Brewers team.
He's like 50 years old, too, by the way. Don't let the fact that he looks 25 fool you at all.
Steele on the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Yelich strikes out on the fastball. And now Yelich is down on strikes. Steele's second strikeout of the game, 2 away. How about that? Both pitchers start with multiple strikeouts in their respective innings.
Exclusive in-depth interviews with baseball's biggest stars. Subscribe now at MLB.com/podcasts. You don't know any podcasts, do you?
I don't. I can't say that.
All right, here is Luis Urias, the shortstop. 252, 20 home runs, 68 RBIs, 786 OPS, and 137 games played this season. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the first. We are at the AFF, American Family Field. And the pitch is off the plate, 1-0.
How about Urias batting 4th tonight? What a strange season for him this year, right? He starting shortstop, basically.
Luis Urias, this season, team ranks first in runs, first in extra base hits, second in hits, second in home runs on the team. Pitch off the plate, 2-0.
Basically lost his starting job when William Thomas came over to be the shortstop. The Brewers took off from there. Urias did find a home at third base for a little while. Once the playoffs begin, once Thomas comes back, Urias, despite the year he's having offensively, might have a hard time getting in the lineup.
I think, though,
15 pitches thrown for Justin Steele, checking the runner on first. Looks over to the mound. Here's the pitch, and that's off the plate, and it's going to now be 3-0.
I think he's done a real nice job, especially with the bat. It would be very easy for a young player like this to be frustrated that you say, oh, man, these guys, they're not giving me a chance, and blah, blah, blah. And just kind of hang your head. But he has it. He's done a real nice job.
Here's the pitch. Strike on the 3-0. Strike 1.
Anybody giving him a look at all? He had a big lead for a while, and finally he takes off to swipe second.
That was a heck of a jump. I'm not even sure that was first move. I think he might be before first move. Now first move, it's just nothing. Travis not even offered.
Stolen base number 10 this year for Wong.
And that's going to be ball 4, and Urias is going to draw a walk.
The Brewers have 2 on. They have yet to have a hit in this inning, an error and a walk.
All right, man, so first and second with 2 outs.
By Justin Steele. A big hand for a well-liked Brewer as Lorenzo Cain steps in.
All right, Number 5 hitter. Lorenzo Cain, 253, 8 home runs, 35 RBIs, 730 OPS. Has been injured. Only played 68 games this year so far. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1, says the umpire.
You'll make him every now and then. No balls and a strike on Cain.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the first. And the pitch. The ball is swung. Hit to right field. And Austin Rivas is able to make the play to make the last out. So, ladies and gentlemen, no runs, no hits after giving up a walk. And then there was an error. 2 men left on base. So 2 strikeouts for Justin Steele there in the bottom of the first. And at the end of 1, headed to the top of the second. The score is scoreless with the Chicago Cubs coming up to bat. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share. Cubs Brewers here in America Family Field here in Milwaukee on the Louis Sports Network. Salute to Cubs and Brewers fans everywhere watching and listening to the commentary here on the Louis Sports Network. Now let's see who is going to start the next inning. Well, they went 1, 2, 3, so that means let me click on the Cubs and Brewers scoreboard. Okay, I just clicked. I don't know why it wasn't that. Okay, we got Wilson Contreras, man. Patrick Wisdom, and we got Austin Rivas coming up next. Alfredo Rivas coming up next. 4, 5, and 6 for the Cubs due up.
Is sponsored by Geico
And
by Applebee's. Applebee's Fancy Life Date Night Menu. American Family Field in Milwaukee. Brewers getting close to a clinch.
Corbin Burns back on the mound. Here's the pitch to Wilson Contreras, the catcher, and it's going to be a strike. 0-1.
Brewers, to the Reds, losing earlier, can clinch.
Wilson, 225, 19 home runs, 45 RBI, 741 OPS, and 116 games played this season. And the pitch. Wilson hits it really deep to center field. Lorenzo Cain looking up, and he made the catch. That was easy. That was an easy double if it wasn't for that catch. But I think Cain hurt himself hitting the top of the wall when he tried to make that play. Because he hit really hard.
I mean, this ball is absolutely scorched. If you hit a ball this hard,
And Contreras hit it really well.
Cain is having none of it. But look at the way that
Really
this
nice
guy is
catch.
playing.
Really nice catch.
Look at it. Milwaukee's going to the playoffs. I feel like it's not when he hits the wall. Watch when he hits the ground and then the grimace. I think, look at it.
Oh,
Boom. That right there is where he either lost some wind or hurt himself.
that might have been on his back.
When he hit the ground. I mean, the ground does not give.
Nah. Yeah, he hurt his back. Wow.
Yeah, wow. That's right. tip of the cap. Kane's going to stay in the game after being checked on by the
I say nothing. Yo, Lorenzo Kane cracking me up right now. Wow, tipping his cap to the fans. Won a Gold Glove 2 years ago. Hell of a defensive play. Yeah, but he did it.
We just, they kept rerunning it here on the scoreboard. Just sitting here, I could watch that play all night long. Man, that was something.
Won a Gold Glove in 2019. Probably should have won some before that as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a great defensive player. Well, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Art possibly great.
He didn't start playing baseball until he was already in high school. Got cut from the high school basketball team. Mom didn't want him playing football, so baseball it was. It worked out pretty good.
All right, 1-0 count to Patrick Wisdom. Here's the pitch by Burns. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Let's see that pitch. Let's see that play again. Contreras hit that ball really well. Hit the straightaway center field. Going back is Lorenzo Kane and hits the ball. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. All right, here's the 1-1 by Burns.
2 balls and a strike.
Good location on the pitch, but it's now 2-1.
Wisdom is next home run will give him 27 and a new Cubs rookie record. Chris Bryant in 26 in 2015. He was rookie of the year.
All right, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball.
The record that was previously held by Billy Williams. So if you set the Cubs rookie record for homers, you're doing pretty well.
Right here, it's a good company. But he's got power. There's no question. There's a lot of thunder in that bat. There's also a lot of swing and miss.
All right, man. NL rookie ranks for Wisdom. First in home runs, first in RBIs, and second in extra base hits with 39. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. So it's a walk for ball 4. So that's a walk.
You'll see Burns get through a start without walking anybody, but he allows Wisdom to get on first base runner.
All right, so that's the first walk of the game for Corbin Burns.
3 strikeouts, but not real crisp. Before the 5 hitters, first pitch balls.
Here is Alfonso Rivas. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. 308 in 16 games played, 797 OPS, 3 RBIs with 1 home run. Runner on first for the Cubs.
Close your eyes and swing at the first pitch, see what happens.
Here's the pitch from Corbin Burns, and that's going to be a strike with a Raven goal. Strike 1.
Batter Alfonso Rivas in his first big league homer against Kyle Gibson of the Phillies on Tuesday night at Citizens Bank Park. You remember yours?
I do. Yeah.
5'11", 190, 25 years old from Cali, Chula Vista, California. Snap throw to first to Escobar, but runner gets back.
Rivas is a good athlete. See the left-handed bat. Sorry.
Wayne Rondazzo and Eric Carros are your commentators for tonight's game. Ball downstairs, 1-1. Wow, Louis Sports Network. Your boy Louis is doing the commentary up here. So if you can't listen to me up here, you'll be able to listen to commentary over there. It all works. Shout out to Jay in the building. Appreciate you coming on through. What's up? Hopefully your Saturday's going well. Here's the 1-1. And check swing, but he did not go through, so the count is now 2-1.
First baseman by trade, but you can't take Frank Schwindel off the first base now. So Rivas playing some.
Make sure to hit the like button.
Jason Hayward is out.
All right, snap throw to first. And they go back. Jay says he's doing solid, man. Thank you. How about yourself? I'm doing all right. Got to shape up today. Ran today. just took in some sun, just to be outside and back here doing this, back on the grind.
As much as usual because of the Cubs being out of contention, but still enough Cubs fans to be booing.
We got a 1-2 count for Corbin Burns to Rivas. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be that was a late call. But he gets the call anyway, so it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Corbin Burns, and that's going to be the second out of the inning, 2 away. As Rivas is down looking.
Right at the bottom of the zone. Brewers didn't like that.
Barrels PA percentage 1.5 first. Hard hit percentage is third at 30%.
Is he the best pitcher? I don't know if he's the best pitcher this year, but he is the most difficult to hit. You just look at that barrels percentage.
Yeah.
He's given up coming into tonight only quote unquote 9 barrels all year long.
Corbin Burns is very hard to hit.
Like Scherzer,
Runner on first, here's a pitch, and fouled away, strike 1 to Matt Duffy, the second baseman. 266, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs, 689 OPS in 83 games this year for the Chicago Cubs. Wait, the 44, is that in honor of Hank Aaron? It has to be because the Brewers, the Milwaukee Brewers were in the American League before they moved to Atlanta. Well, before the Braves moved to Atlanta, and then
you may get one pitch, and you just can't miss it. But again, you're going to have to hope that he makes a mistake. You know that everything, like I said, is a right-handed hitter for the most part. Going to be moving away.
All right, so we got a quick 0-2 count to Matt Duffy. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Top of the second inning right now in American Family Field. Scoreless between the Cubs and the Brewers. Brewers, their magic to clinch a playoff spot is 2 games. Trying to get the first of 2 here tonight so that they can get 1 more tomorrow. And the pitch, curveball, fouled away.
Yeah, not an 0-2 pitch that Burns wants to make there. You mentioned just kind of hung that thing. He's a right-handed hitter. You just got to, if he throws you something inside, you just say, okay, whatever.
All right, here's that last pitch that was fouled off. Oh, yeah, that was not a good location by Burns. He got lucky that Duffy fouled it off. Snap through first, runner gets back. Right now, we are looking at 7:48 time on the Eastern Coast, on the East Coast, 6:48 Central Time. Obviously, 5:19 Midwest, and then you have Pacific time of 4:19. Snap throw. Oh, and they should look at that replay because I think they got him. I don't know, man. I thought he got him. I thought he got him picked off.
But where Escobar makes a mistake is he goes out to tag Wisdom instead of just dropping the glove to the bag. Just drop it to the bag. So he goes out to reach him. He might have got that right hand into the corner.
Oh, yeah. He's safe. If he leaves the glove right there on the front of the base, he's out.
Again, that's Escobar doesn't play a lot of first base.
Never played first until the Brewers got him at the trade deadline.
From Arizona, that's right. And the pitch. Ooh, and then he ends up hitting. Dang it. Corbin ends up hitting Duffy, so now he'll take first. And now it's 2 on with 2 outs.
Burns has let 2 men on without a base hit here in the second.
Yeah, so he's got a walk tonight already, a hit by pitch. Most of the hitters have seen ball 1 on the first pitch. Not sharp yet.
A lot of work in his last start, 115 pitches, a career high. 8 hitless innings against Cleveland.
All right, here's Sergio Alcantara.
Hader came in to finish it off.
Pitch, Ball, 1-0.
9 no-hitters in baseball this year. These are the two teams that have the only combined no-hitters out of the 9. So their combined no-hitter back in June.
Sergio, 202, 3 home runs, 11 RBI, 617 OPS in 77 games played this year. Shortstop for the Cubs.
Burns' last start against the Indians.
He's up 1-0 on Corbin Burns. And the pitch. And it's fouled off, strike one.
We mentioned Burns having trouble. Only 3 of the first 8 hitters tonight has he thrown a first pitch strike. See the numbers there, that combined no-hitter in his last start with Josh Hader.
Yeah, 14 strikeouts with 1 walk. Combined no-hitter with Josh Hader. 4 hits, no runs. Oh, wait, no, it's a no-hitter. What am I saying? I said 4 hits when I meant to say no. Pitch, fouled away, strike 2. Challenges him with the cut fastball at 95 miles an hour.
2 outs. Runners taking off on a hit and run. Figure you might not give any shots against Corbin Burns.
Well, look, at the reality is, are you going to put 3 base runners?
Well, the Cubs have got to take advantage of this because Burns is very hard to hit. So if you get a runner in scoring position right now, which they have at second base, you want to take advantage right now because Corbin is not. He may have 4 strikeouts, but he hasn't really looked that sharp. So he's kind of had to battle in there this early in the game. He's at 34 pitches right now. And Burns turns over to second. He's also had to keep an eye on a couple of runners in this game already that have been on base.
He's running off a second. In the mind of Corbin Burns, at least.
Remember, walk and a hit by pitch to Duffy. That's how the Cubs got on base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the 1-2 with the curveball, and he is out. Alcantara swings and misses as he's out on strikes. So that's another curveball. And remember, Contreras almost took it out. And Lorenzo made the play on that very fine defensive play to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, 2 men left on base, headed to the bottom of the second. As the Brewers are coming up to bat, it is still scoreless. Okay, so that's the 5th strikeout for Burns in this game already through 2 innings. Struck out the side in the first and then got 2 strikeouts here in the second. So for the Brewers, we have Manny Pina. We got Peterson, and then we have Reyes coming up for the Brewers. All right, so we are on commercial break, getting ready for the bottom of the second inning. Smash the like, hit the subscribe button, make sure to share. Let's continue to get more Cubs and Brewers fans up in here. So we got 5 people watching. We got 4 likes. Continue to hit the like button. Continue to hit that subscribe button for the Louis Sports Network as we get ready to come back in just a minute. So once again, for those who have not listened, let me just make this perfectly clear. If I happen to take a call, if I have to step off, for those who are not familiar, for when I do games, like I said, I will keep the game audio playing to make sure that you're not missing any of the commentary to hear what is going on, because I know there's people who cannot see the game. They cannot afford to see the game, or they're not able to be home to see the game, or they don't have the channel to see the game, and I have to recommend, sites. But like I said before, if you're trying to listen to hear what's going on, look no further. Stay on the channel, hear the commentary from your boy, and then also hear it from right here as I'm watching the game, as I'm watching and I'm narrating from what I see on my computer screen. Here is Justin Steele with the pitch and starts him off with a strike. Manny Pena, 192, 10 home runs, 30 RBI, 719 OPS in 66 games this season. Man, guys have had a lot of injuries too. Strike two.
I mean, there are a couple guys over there having great years that, could win MVP awards if they were doing this some other time. Ain't happening this year with Ohtani, but man.
0-2. Ball.
What about Vlad Jr. and the triple crown? Can that change your mind?
Just talk to Ted Williams about that. Ted Williams did it twice and got nothing for it. Just a nice season for him. I mean, he's having a great year, but Ohtani's doing something.
Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No. Says the umpire. Says the first base umpire.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Manny Pena.
My cousin Tony. That's. God, I'd love it if his name was Vinny, right?
Sure, I've got 4 or 5 cousins with that name too.
Here's the hit. Hits it to deep right center field. Going back, looking up, and that ball is gone. A leadoff home run in the second inning for Manny Pena, and the Brewers strike first. They take a 1-0 lead. Here comes the Brewers mascot, as you see in my background. Where is he? Where is he? Show him. Show him. 100 miles an hour exit velocity, 388 feet. Brewers strike first. Manny Pena hits a whole solo shot right center field. Brewers lead 1-0.
Does a nice job of going with this pitch, just kind of running away from it a little bit. You see, he makes contact.
Yeah, really nice swing, and he took the pitch in the direction it was pitched. I think he threw them a straight fastball. Here's the pitch, strike one. 93 miles an hour, strike one. Brewers lead 1-0. Pena with his second home, I think with his 11th home run of the season, swing and a miss, strike two. To Peterson. Shout out to Aaron Berry. He says, Pena, that's right. Again, shout out to Brewers fans. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe button. Pitch. Off the plate, ball one. Here's the pitch. Peterson slaps it towards the second baseman. Duffy fields it over to first for the first out of the inning, 1 away. Smells really good. Aaron Berry says the Brewers lead the all-time series against the Cubs 199 to 197. Wow, is that close? I didn't know that. Thanks for the fun fact info. Appreciate that. Pablo Reyes, 239 average, 1 home run, 3 ribbies, 654 OPS. So that means if they win tonight, they get win number 200 in there against the Cubs. Is that more than any other team that they've ever played? All right, so strike one.
That pitch is a strike.
That is a ball, even though it should be a strike, but they call a ball.
26 years old. The Cubs don't have a lot committed for next year. Very few roster spots are locked down for 2022. It sounds like Justin Steele is.
All right, so we got another ball by Justin Steele. So the count is now 2-1.
Jobs wide open. He's pitching for that job right now. He's had some success. I'd like to see him be a bit more consistent.
And the pitch is off the plate.
Got the good mental makeup.
Count is now 3-1.
I liked how he looked earlier this year when he was being used out of the bullpen. Liked his aggressive nature out of the bullpen. his slider more.
And Reyes, a beautiful diving stop by the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom, making the defensive play for the second out of the inning, 2 away. What a tremendous defensive play. Look at that. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Great anticipation. Read that ball and was able to get it for the second out. Nice defensive play by Wisdom.
Nice first step by Wisdom.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be strike one. Here is Corbin. 163 average, no home runs, 4 RBIs.
Steele actually made his major league debut earlier this year against the Brewers as a reliever, and he made his first big league start against Milwaukee this year.
And the pitch is going to be off the plate. Count is now 2-1.
Here for a young pitcher who has some talent. You see the difference between him as a starter so far and as a reliever.
As a starter, 5.20 ERA. As a reliever, 2.03. Big difference. Here's the pitch off the plate, and the count is now 3-1.
First half of the season.
You know, he just needs to be more pitch efficient as a starter. And you can see right now he's at 38 pitches. We haven't even completed 2 innings yet.
Now he's just walked the pitcher.
And he's just walked the pitcher on 4 pitches, ball 4.
MLB celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month by recognizing the contributions made to our game by the Latino baseball community, past and present.
All right, man, back to the top of the lineup, man. We're back with Colton Wong.
Visit LosFlores.com for full coverage.
Do I cheer for the Brewers or the Cubs? I cheer for neither team. I'm a Yankees fan, but I do all baseball teams. So I just try to show respect to all teams, considering that national coverage is not, being said by the media unless if it's the MLB network. So other than that, I do all baseball teams. I just don't stick to one, but the Yankees are my baseball team. So what I do is I cheer just to try to bring the excitement to the commentary. That's all I do. Some people like it, some people don't, but that's what I do. If you enjoy it, appreciate it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna force you to try to like it. But I do all teams, so that's my motto. So I don't cheer for neither team, but I do respect both teams. You're talking about 2 teams that have tremendous amount of baseball history. The Cubs more so than anything because they've been in the league longer, obviously, than the Milwaukee Brewers.
I'm too tired. Tommy Honaby, the Cubs pitching coach, back into the dugout. It's Colton Wong bats against Steele.
And the pitch off the plate. It's 1-0, 2-0 to Colton Wong. He led off the game on an error by Sergio Alcantara at short. Here's the pitch off the plate inside. Now the count is 3-0. Most total bases batting leadoff this season. Mookie Betts 194, Tommy Edman 188. Colton Wong has 184, and then the Atlanta player had 181. Fourth.
This season was really at bat number 1. We really wanted to be more aggressive instead of taking the
Runner off first, 2 outs, 3-1 count, bottom of the second pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, strike 2, 94 miles an hour.
3-1 and Wong sitting on a fastball, still able to get it by him.
Here's the 3-2. Fouled off his foot.
Fouls that one off. It's Corbin Burns has to go back to first, take it off on the 3-2 pitch.
I wonder how fast Corbin runs because I didn't even get to see that he took off. I mean, and you have to run, obviously, on the 3-2 because it's 2 outs. Oh, wow, on the back, right there on the shin.
He's that on the top of that shin guard. I think he's wearing that. Those are the worst when you get hit.
Oh, yeah.
Just no real meat there, just all bone.
It's unfortunate because you got no control of even if you foul that off. It's a shame. Here's the pitch, and Colton hits it opposite way, going over the left field, but the left fielder is there to make a nice little backhanded running catch to end the inning. So, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 man on base. Manny Pena hits a solo home run here in the bottom of the second, and through the end of 2 right now, the Brewers take a 1-0 lead over the Cubs as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share this stream, ladies and gentlemen. Let's help get your boy to 1,700 subscribers tonight, as we are right now, because we are 1 away. I appreciate the support, as always, when I'm able to do the live streams. I know I haven't been as consistent over the summer due to the fact that I was working a lot. So working a lot had me very tired and exhausted to where I didn't even have the energy to do these streams, and I just needed more time to rest, because considering the fact that I was working Monday through Friday, and then I had things going on in terms of like just about everyday life. And I know that I don't need to explain myself, but I let the people know what's going on, just to kind of give a quick update in case people don't need to ask anyway. But yeah, that's been it. But now basketball season is about to start. We got football season right now, already just started last week, week 1. And then obviously the baseball season is winding down, and we got the postseason. So we got a lot of sports to cover. So, and then obviously I got to cover my wrestling topics, which I will be doing pretty soon as well. Just trying to get things in order and, get ready for this grind. So you already know. You already know. I'm a little surprised there's not more Cubs Brewers fans here, considering it's an NL Central matchup. By the way, guys, this is brought to you by Essentia. In my opinion, the best water, and I'm not going to say the healthiest water, but I'm saying it's very, very healthy. Anytime you have a pH of that 9 to 9.5, man, you already know that that's some real, real good water right here. So this has kind of been my go-to. It's a little expensive, obviously, but it's the water that's really worth drinking the most when it comes to overall health. And drinking water has a lot of benefits, especially if you consume the right amount. So definitely make sure that you are drinking your H2O. And if you haven't had enough water in your system, try to make a conscious effort, at least for today, to try to do that, because you will be hydrated. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so football. We got 49ers, Eagles tomorrow, Rams, Colts, Saints, Panthers, Bengals, Bears, Bills, Dolphins at 1. At 4, we got the Falcons and the Bucks, and then the Vikings and the Cardinals at 4. NFL Sunday, can't wait for that. So, top of the 3rd, Brewers, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. In the last 10 games, Brewers are averaging almost 9 runs a game. Cubs only averaging under 3. 16 home runs to 7. They've outscored them 86-29. 380 with runners in scoring position. Cubs have 143 runners in scoring position. And the ERA from the starters are 3 for Milwaukee, while the Cubs are over 7.7 runs they're giving up per game by the starters. 86-29 in the last 10 games. The Cubs are showing you that they can't score. And it would tell you right there, since you have the decimal, 2.9, that's 29. 8.6, you move the decimal over, 86. 86-29 is the score in those 10 games.
They're not a surprise. They're not even a team to sleep on. They are, when you talk about the 2 or 3 elite teams in the National League, it's the Dodgers, the Brewers, and the Giants.
All right, and just like that, on the first pitch, we got ourselves a base hit for the Cubs. Justin Steele, the pitcher, on the first pitch he sees, hits Burns.
Justin Steele. But again, it's on the first pitch, and that's where you're going to have to get Burns. As I talked earlier, he's given up a 300-plus average
on the first pitch.
An 0-0 count. Remember that ball earlier in the game? Lorenzo King made that great catch on the first pitch. That's the first major league hit for Justin Steele.
So Justin Steele gets himself a base hit. Top of the lineup again. Here's Rafael Ortega. And the breaking ball is a ball.
on first base. And then he had to run on the 3-2.
Justin Steele with his first career major league hit.
Yeah, his energy, his composure.
Strikeout in the first for Ortega.
A little different than normal where you're just sitting on the bench.
Here's the 1-0. And then Ortega hits it right there in the right center field for a base hit. As Steele goes to second, back-to-back hits. And now the Cubs are starting to threaten right now with 2 on and nobody out right here in the top of the 3rd inning against Corbin Burns. Here's Schwindel, slugging percentage this season highest. 652, Tatis at 629, Bryce Harper 626, and Vlad Guerrero at 615. And that's in a minimum of 175 plate appearances.
Stretch of time, which is a good chunk of time, that Schwindel has been able to swing the bat like this.
All right, here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled away, strike 1.
Get somebody from the Cubs to call up Fox and make sure you get that clip right there.
Schwindel, 381 average, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs, pretty high OPS. That's probably with the Cubs. I think overall he's hitting 343. All right, here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Challenges him at 90, looks like it's 98. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. Here's Schwindel, runners on first and second on the 0-2 with nobody out here in the top of the 3rd. Trying to see if they could get to Corbin Burns early. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. So that's another curveball. 6 strikeouts for Corbin Burns as Schwindel is down on strikes.
Here's a curveball and it just drops right out of the zone.
Yep.
As a right-hander, so difficult to try to attack Burns. As I mentioned, if you're up there, you're just looking for something away as a right-handed hitter and something up.
All right, runners on first and second.
2 on for Ian Happ.
Here's the number 3 hitter for the Cubs. Ian Happ takes a strike down the middle. 2 men on, 1 man out. Strike 1. Happ, 295, 5 home runs, 31 ribbies, 908 OPS. With runners in scoring position.
As hot as anybody in this Cub lineup. Likes batting 3rd.
Here's the 0-1. And a slow roller, chopper. Pablo Reyes doesn't have a play, and everybody's safe. And the bases are loaded as Ian Happ gets himself a base hit. And the Cubs now have the bases loaded.
Nothing Reyes can do with that ball. Actually, a nice play, though, because he comes in and he fakes like he's making the throw to first. And maybe catch the inexperienced Steele rounding 3rd.
That was a slow roller.
So Reyes hustling over there. Half. He spells a base hit. He's in there. Good down that line.
Nice job by Happ hustling down the line to get that base hit.
Cubs have done somewhat unthinkable. They've strung together 3 straight hits. At least 3 hits.
Corbin's in a lot of trouble right now. He's got the bases loaded and has allowed 3 hits in this 3rd inning. 1 out.
Denied by Lorenzo Cain at the top of the 2nd.
Here's the pitch. Ball. Career with the bases loaded, 3 grand slams. This season, he's only 1 for 8 for RBIs. A career 333 hitter with the bases loaded.
The rare catcher with lots of power. Career high 24 home runs a couple of years ago. Did 19 this year.
And the pitch. That's going to be a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Contreras right here. I'm looking for something again out over the plate, something up. Probably figure Burns is going to go to his cutter right now. You hope that he makes a bit of a mistake, doesn't cut as much, and leaves it hanging.
2-0 count, 1 out, bases loaded. Pitch by Burns, low, 3-0.
No strikes.
Look at the sinker right there.
Patrick Wisdom to bat next. Wilson Contreras in the driver's seat here.
I'm giving him the green light right now, too. I mean, this is going to be
all right, man. Bases loaded for the Cubs. Top of the third inning. American Family Field. Brewers lead 1-0. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. On the cut fastball, 97 miles an hour for strike one.
A good pitch on the inside corner down near the knees. So maybe one he just let go.
Yeah, you have to let that thing go. It's not, again, you're looking for something out over the plate.
Yeah, you don't want to swing at a pitch inside.
Yeah, I'm out over the plate.
The three hits have happened all over the plate where Corbin threw those pitches. Here's the pitch. And grounder. Beautiful play. They get one. But the run scores. So that's going to tie the game at 1, ladies and gentlemen. But that would have been 2 runs if he doesn't make that play.
Wilson Contreras should be 2 for 2. Now he's 0 for 2.
So that's a fielder's choice. Look at this play by Urias. Beautiful extension. And had to flip it to Wong right there. Wong wasn't looking to transfer.
You're right, no doubt that this would have been 2 runs.
That's 2 runs easy. Cubs would have took the lead. But Wong drops the ball trying to make the transfer. So we are tied at 1, ladies and gentlemen. As Justin Steele, the pitcher, scores. So we got 2 outs.
Cubs score against Corbin Burns. Contreras gets the RBI.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's the first run the Cubs have scored against Burns this year.
Wow. Patrick Wisdom walked. 841 OPS, 26 home runs, 54 RBIs with a 241 batting average. And the 0-1. Strike.
Contreras will steal second base without a throw. Still not even quite there yet. Now he touches the base as he gets the steal.
So Contreras steals second. So be careful with a base hit because that's going to score 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at 1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Patrick Wisdom swings and misses and strikes out to end the inning. 7 strikeouts for Corbin Burns, but the Cubs get 1 run on 3 hits and 2 men left on base. So headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning, we are tied at 1, ladies and gentlemen, with the Milwaukee Brewers coming up to bat. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share this stream, folks. We got Eduardo Escobar, Christian Yelich, and Luis Urias coming up 2-3-4 for the Brewers in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make myself some tea. Probably in about an hour or so after I finish drinking this water. Got myself a rice bowl where I had to use chopsticks. And I had a spoon too, but I decided to use chopsticks instead.
Really understand you'll be back here in a couple of days. How you feeling?
I'm feeling better, man. And happy to be here with you guys. But yeah.
Shout out to Mr. 626 in the building. Appreciate you, man. Congrats to your Dodgers, man. They won today. Big win for them to try to stay pace with the Giants.
It's coming over. Everybody's, realized how.
Oh, I forgot Willie Adams was still hurt.
Would you say your play, your personality?
Here's a pitch by Justin Steele, and that's going to be a ball. The count is now 2-0.
I think I got to give it to my energy. I feel like that's why they embrace the most, because I feel like that's contagious, like that smile that I bring every day, that, I get that energy that I bring every day.
And the pitch. And check swing, it's going to be fouled off. Mr. 626 says, yeah, man, can't wait to actually get to watch the Giants play the Braves on TV. You hate blackout restrictions. Got you. You know what? If I was not doing this game, I probably would have caught myself doing the Braves and Giants again for the second time in 2 nights, since the game is at a 9:05 start. And then we had the Angels and the Athletics, 9:07. Here's Eduardo Escobar, struck out in the first inning, acquired from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Here's the pitch from Justin Steele off the plate. Count is now full 3-2. And Mr. 626 says, I get to watch it on the MLB Network. Nice.
That's a good one. Yeah, of course.
Smash it, like it, that's subscribe. Here's the pitch. Escobar hits it deep to left field. Going back, looking up. It's gone. Escobar hits a solo home run. And now he gives the Brewers a 2-1 lead over the Cubs here in the bottom 3rd inning. First Manny Pena. Now we got Eduardo Escobar. Home run estimated at 415 feet. And the Brewers take a 2-1 lead over the Cubs here in the bottom 3rd. So good. Here's Justin Steele with the pitch. Curveball off the plate, ball 1.
It's his 20th this year off a left-handed pitcher. Still got Willie Adams.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I know you had some friends on this team coming in, and Avisail Garcia is one of them. He's had a really good season for the Brewers, and it seems to kind of coincide with you coming over.
Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1.
On any players directly this season?
I don't know, man. I don't think I have a right answer for that. But I'm just happy that he's crushing it this year. It makes me feel happy for him, because he deserves it. He works hard and he's a great player. And obviously he has a lot of talent. He got some.
All right, we got a swing and a
special power, man. He can hit balls so far. And I was joking around with him when he was with me in Tampa. I say, how come you never hit more than 20 homers, man? That power you have. He hit the ball so far that I was surprised when I saw him.
Smash it, like it, that's subscribe.
Back in 2019, I was like, oh my God, how come you don't hit 40 every year, man?
Well, you were in the World Series last year with the Rays as Yelich strikes out.
All right, so Christian Yelich swings and misses for the first out of the inning, 1 away. Mr. 626 says, I usually don't watch my rivals, but it's getting to that time where almost every game matters. I mean, the thing is, you kind of, as a Dodgers fan, I know you got a scoreboard watch, because you're trying to see if your Dodgers can win the division or the Giants are going to keep winning. So that's why.
I have a lot of confidence in the guys that we got here, on the starters and the bullpen we have here. It's something special, so you got to take advantage of that.
The Brewers have a really good team. I still feel like they're still missing.
Stay healthy and go out there and play.
All right, swing and Arias fouls one off, strike 1.
He's killing it, man. He's killing. I'm so happy for him because
Luis Arias, man, first plate appearance, he had a walk.
I'm so happy for him. since I got here, we have the same agent, and when I got traded, he was like, "You gotta help this kid out, man. Like he got some special talent, man. For a guy, as his size, he got some power, man. Like he can hit the ball far too. Cause he's not big, and I don't know where he got that power from, but he got some power, man."
You kind of tapped into your own power as well. I know you worked with a hitting
Here's a pitch by
coach
Justin Steele,
the last couple of years.
and Arias just gets it under, and he's going to pops it up over to the first base side. Schwindel makes the play for the second out of the inning, 2 away.
I was, I'm gonna give it to the company. Like I feel like I got better since I got here. The hitting coach here, they helped me out a lot too. Andy and Cruz, they've been really good for me. They've been giving me a lot of confidence every at bat and every day in and out. And I think that's been the key for me. Just to have that confidence going to the plate. And just going to the plate.
Here's Lorenzo Cain, fly out in the first inning.
I was kind of struggling because I was just thinking about mechanic, and by the time I realized that I was hitting, I was 0-2. So
Ball, 1-0.
And I think that's been the key for me this year, to get better.
So if you had to face Corbin Burns, how would you approach him?
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate for ball 1.
He's gonna come with his best pitch in the cutter, and he's gonna attack him, man. So I feel like you gotta go attack him. If you get lucky, you might hit a foul ball.
Lorenzo Cain fouls one off. We just saw you get pretty excited when Eduardo Escobar hit a home run. What's your favorite play to watch in baseball?
All right, count out is 2-1.
Oh my God. I love to watch Tatis and Otani. They both, I think they put in a show. And Vladdy too.
Here's the pitch. Upstairs.
I love to
Count is out 3-1.
And obviously, I love to watch Mookie Betts play. Man, I think he's such a talented player. I love the way he played the game.
Who's the toughest pitcher you faced? Like one that just, man.
Here's the pitch to Cain upstairs, and that's going to be ball 4 as Cain takes his base with 2 outs. So a 2-out walk for Lorenzo Cain.
When I got called up, I faced him, and I was like, this is something unbelievable. The first pitch I saw when I got to the big league was the slider. And I thought the first pitch he threw to me, I thought that was way off the play, and I was like, that's way a ball. I don't have to swing it at. When I looked back, it was right up the middle. I said, wow, I got no chance against this guy, man. I think
Worley, 6 feet. I almost said 6'10". 6 feet, 210 pounds from my home country of Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, República Dominicana. Let's go.
And he bats with 2 outs after 1.
26 years old. Young.
All right, Willie, we'll let you watch the rest of this game. Thanks a lot for joining us.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me. Good luck, man. Thank you.
That's Willie Adames, who has really jump-started the Milwaukee Brewers. They were kind of just hanging around the 500 mark until they made that trade. It was fairly early season.
Here's Manny Pena, solo home run in the second inning.
Types of deals third week of May. It happening between 2 contending teams as well.
All right, here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be off the plate for 1-0.
Well, I mean, it's worked out for both ball clubs, and you really have to credit the front office here at Milwaukee, David Stearns, for identifying Willie Adames, and then having the fortitude to make the trade. He gave up some good players, Firehausen and Lou Rasmussen, who's been throwing great, is going to probably be a starter.
Here's the 1-0 off the plate, 2-0.
But it's no question, Adames arrived here and what he was able to do, fill that void at short, and really, as he mentioned, bring that energy. Garcia picked up his game. Rios, he didn't flounder, he got better. Like I said, a lot of credit to the front office for identifying.
Best records: Giants, Dodgers, Rays, and Brewers. 4 teams with 90 wins.
Steele throwing a lot of pitches, and he's behind Andy Pena 3-0, but great outside. also has certainly had this team on the brink of a World Series before. As we talked about earlier, we just heard from Willie discussing the pitching staff. They believe this is a real shot to go all the way this year with the way that their pitching staff is constructed, a good defensive team. There's ball 4 to Pena, so back-to-back walks here with 2 outs.
All right, so Pena draws a walk. So that's the second walk of the inning given up by Justin Steele.
Like a great companion, Expedia has your back throughout your journey because it matters who you travel with.
Justin Steele's allowed a couple of homers tonight, maybe even more of a concern for David Ross.
Justin Steele, 20 pitches in the first, 26 in the second, 22 in the third. Pitch 69 here in the third, and that's going to be a ball. 1-0. Here is Jace Peterson. Grounded out in the second inning in his first time up and his first at bat. Because of, okay, the pitching coach is out to give him out visit.
Talked about Steele and his pitch efficiency. It has really been up in the first few innings of this game. He's now walked 2 hitters in this inning, and Eduardo Escobar homered to begin the third.
What's that? Justin Steele from Mississippi, I think. So Justin Steele from Mississippi.
13 with runners in scoring position against him. Last inning, on the bat. Limiting the big innings or getting out of jams. So it'll probably be a good idea to not get into them in the first place.
Yeah. You don't want to get a lot of experience pitching out of jams.
Here's the pitch. And the pitch. The ball is swung. Hits to left field. But Ian Happ is able to make the play as he crashes into the wall for the final out of the inning. So, 1 run, 1 hit. So here's the result. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 men left on base. At the end of 3, Eduardo Escobar gives the Brewers a 2-1 lead as we head into the top of the 4th. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share. All right. Again, like I said, folks, smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share the stream. I mean, if we look at it, man, that's how they've been able to pretty much get their offense. It's been the home runs for the Brewers, while the Cubs had to get theirs on a fielder's choice after Arias made the diving spot and throw to Colton Wall in the second baseman to get the force out, because he stole two runs from Wilson Contreras after he got up the hit nearly up the middle. And so that's where we're at right now. So that's how the runs have been produced. 2-1. Both pitchers have not looked really sharp, despite the fact that Corbin Burnes has 7 strikeouts in this game through 3 innings. But he's had to work for his strikeouts. And just in that 3rd inning, he gave up 3 straight hits after he had gone 10 innings without allowing.
Telecast sponsored by Verizon, 5G
He had in a lot of hits in September 5th.
Refresh. Subway.
All right, back to the mound is Corbin Burns. Swing and fouled away.
Swings and misses.
As Alfonso Rivas swings and misses for strike one.
Henry Winkler. Arthur Fonzarelli.
A.K.A. Fonzie. Hey.
Milwaukee's greatest sons.
Pitch off the plate with the curve, 1-1.
Alfonso Rivas starts the fourth against Corbin Burns.
Here's the 1-1. And he hits it, lined out. Jace Peterson makes the play on a line out, and that is going to be first out of the inning, 1 away.
Corbin Burns tonight, not quite as spotless as he's been at times this
3
year.
1/3, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned run, 3 hits.
Where he ends up working 7 innings and allows just that 1 run. And some of these blips early on even out along the way that turns into another solid night.
And the pitch. And the ball is check swung. Duffy swings. Escobar fields it, takes it himself, 2 away. 1 pitch, 1 out, 2 outs.
Needs a pitch efficient in any of these. Well on its way right now. Again, when you talk about battling for the Cy Young Award, and obviously his name is at the top of the list with the likes of Wheeler with Philadelphia, Bueller, and of course Max Scherzer.
First inning, 16. Second inning, 19. Third inning, 16. This inning, only 4.
Cincinnati Reds. Through 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs.
Here's Sergio Alcantara, the shortstop.
So again,
Ball 1.
to his resume. Burns is going to have to keep pace. He's going to have to throw a good one tonight.
Scherzer now has the lowest ERA in the majors. Down to 2.08 after his performance today. Burns at 2.25.
Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 2-0. And the ball is popped up. Shortstop side. Arias is there to make the play. Inning over. No runs, no hits. 1-2-3 inning for Corbin Burns. Headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is Brewers 2, Cubs 1 with the Brewers coming up 2 bats. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share. And really? Dang, if that joint looks like that, would be crazy. Sorry, folks. I'm just looking at the whole Samsung Galaxy S22 jump off. That looks very, very interesting. All right, who do we have in the bottom of the 4th? Yeah, why is it showing bottom of the 3rd? Yeah, okay. So we got, is that Pablo Reyes? Yes, Pablo Reyes, Corbin Burns, and then Colton Wong once again. So 8-9-1 for the Milwaukee Brewers coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Smash a like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share the stream. All right, guys. Bottom of the fourth, Cubs. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. Brewers, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors committed for that team. I wonder what kind of waters Willie Adames having. He doesn't have ascension. He doesn't have ascension though. Anyway, Pablo Reyes starts up with a strike, line out in the second inning, in his first time up. Steele with 72 pitches. Pitch 73 is fouled off. Strike 2. Strike 2.
Steele doing a nice job coming right out attacking.
I really like that Brewers jersey. It's fire. I like the colors on it. Just looks really, really fire. And that's coming from a Yankees fan. Reyes skies it over to right field. Trying to run it. Rivas is able to make the play. Nice play by Rivas, man. Taking up the opposite way, misreading the ball a little bit, but he's able to get it on his right glove for the first time. 1 away. That'll bring up Corbin Burns, the pitcher. Single season major league record above and beyond. 8 starts of 9+ strikeouts and no walks. Schilling, 2002. Kershaw, 2014. Garrett Cole, 2019. And Burns this year, 2021. And the pitch. Fouled off, strike 1. Drew a walk his first time out. 4 RBIs, 375 OPS. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Going with a straight fastball. 92 miles an hour.
Brewers do clinch a playoff spot, which could happen as early as time. They do win the division. Burns.
And the pitch. That's strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, as Burns strikes out. 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Colton Wong at the plate.
I don't think there's any question that he's definitely earned it. You look at what he's done this year compared to the other guys that
Max Scherzer, 2.08 ERA.
for the Cy Young Award.
Walker Buehler, 14 and 4, 2.39. He's about to have a 200 strikeout season.
You've got the ERA, the innings.
But think about
that's something that you say, oh, okay, does that compare with a Buehler or Wheeler? Or, he's right in the same arena as Scherzer, and that's something that
in the pitch.
People may look at, and look at that is important. There's no question. But there's also the numbers. Look at he's only given up 5 home runs all year long.
Here's the pitch. Wong hits it to the right side, fielded by Schwindler.
Justin Steele did the quick inning. He gets one here.
And just like that.
A close one in Milwaukee.
So no runs, no hits. 1, 2, 3 inning for Justin Steele. Headed to the top through 4. Headed to the top of the 5th. The score is Brewers 2, Cubs 1. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share this stream as we head to the top of the 5th. And let's look at our lineup for the top of the 5th. Yes, we made the play. It was a sinking fastball. So Wong grounded out to the first. Okay, now can you show the lineup? I want to see the lineup for the top of the 5th. That's what I want to see. Can you please show that? Please and thank you. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I refresh the page, it'll work, because I'm like, it's surprisingly. There we go. Okay, back to the top of the lineup. Rafael Ortega, Frank Swindell, and then Ian Happ for the Cubs. There's a lot of football games going on. Obviously, there's college football. Smash the like, hit that subscribe.
Lorenzo Cain had that great catch earlier against Wilson Contreras. Kind of fell him hard on the ground after he's come out of the game. Jackie Bradley.
Okay, Jackie Bradley Jr. in the game. So it looks like Lorenzo Cain is going to be out with the injury.
Looks at the strike from Corbin Burns.
How about that? Sitting on the bench, watching a big league game. Go grab a bat and face Corbin Burns.
Weak swing from Martini. Martini is from the Chicago area, from Crystal Lake, grew up a Cubs fan. To Prairie Ridge High School out in Crystal Lake. It's be exciting, even at this stage of where the Cubs are, to put on that uniform. For a kid from the area.
Here's the pitch by Burns, and it's going to be fouled also. Still 0-2 to
Lives to see another pitch right there.
the number 9 hitter, Martini. So he's taking place of Justin Steele. Oh, wait, wasn't Justin Steele the last out in last inning? Wait a minute.
One guy's just got a little bit more gray. A little bit more stress, too, managing that ball club. But both flashing the...
Oh, I guess he's done for the night because he got replaced. So Nick Martini, here's the pitch, and that's going to be fouled off.
That stays in there. David Ross has a different job now than when he got to the Cubs to begin with. He was brought in to manage a team that was still trying.
Nick Martini, 5'11", 205 pounds. He is 31 years old.
His expectations have changed. So has his job description. Still manager, but it's a totally different kind of way of doing it.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be off. So the count is now 1-2.
At the big league level, really no better personality than David Ross. And, look at this is a guy that he can manage veterans, he can manage World Series teams, he can manage a group of youngsters, a group of inexperienced guys. He's got the temperament, he's got the resume.
Here's the 1-2 from Burns. Swing and a miss on the curveball, and that is going to be out number 1. 8 strikeouts for Corbin Burns.
See Lorenzo Cain on the Milwaukee bench. Here's why he might be there after this play in the second against Contreras.
I mean, it has to be. If Jackie Bradley Jr. is in the game.
You see him, he goes into the wall, but I don't think that's where he hurt himself.
I think it was after.
Some impact, but watch when he hits the ground. I mean, that's not.
Oh, yeah. It has to be there.
It's almost like
because he didn't hit too bad on the wall.
Real job to the ribs. I mean, here we go, and let's go to some concrete.
Bam. Oh. Yeah, it was there. Okay, the ball is into right field, and Peterson makes the play. 1 pitch, 1 out, 2 away. As Rafael Ortega makes out, that's the second out.
Corbin Burns has retired 7 in a row, and he's starting to get some quick outs.
I remember that third inning when he had some trouble. That prior half inning, he was out on the bases. Not only was he out on the bases for a while, but he had to do some sprint. Colton Wong, 3-2 pitch, 2 outs. He's got to be running, fouls it off. There's something to be said about standing around and then having to do some sprints and then being asked to go out and go get them.
Nobody on for Frank Schwindel, 29-year-old rookie.
All right, 0-1 count to Frank Schwindel, 0-2 with 2 strikeouts. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Well, since nobody's really coming to this stream, I'm gonna probably shut it down after 5 innings. And Swindle hits it opposite way into right field for a base hit.
A 2-out single here in the 5th.
And it's really a great job at hitting right there. 2 outs. And, sometimes 2 outs, nobody on. You want to get big. You try and go deep. He's just, I got to hit off Burns. But it's, we talk about it. If you're a right-handed hitter, you've got to look. It's going to be pitch away. Hopefully get it up in the zone. And look, just take your base hit. Take it. Man really is an excellent job of knowing what the pitcher's going to do to you, going up there and hitting.
It seems that for Schwindel, the bat is real.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I think when you're talking about this offseason,
Okay. Okay. Oh, here's drive. Deep center field. Going back. Look at that. It's gone. Ian Happ hits a 2-run shot and gives the Cubs the lead at the score of 3-2. Wow, that's a shocker. Hey, so Corbin Burns is kind of struggling, even though he's been economical with the help of some of these quick outs. He has 8 strikeouts, but he's trailing 3-2. And Ian Happ hits a 2-run shot.
Gets his pitch, not much movement on it.
Wow.
Up in the zone, it just absolutely hammers it. We've been saying it all night long. Where in the count is Burns most vulnerable? It's in that 0 count.
That was on the first pitch he saw. So now you know the scouting report is to get Burns on the first pitch, swing and a miss to Contreras. And that's only the 6th one he's given up.
Corbin Burns, first one he's given up since August 6th.
Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Yeah, I see nobody's really coming to this stream, so I feel like probably not much concern for this game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And this happened with 2 outs. So a hit by Schwindel after striking out twice. The next thing he has to do is keep him in the game. That's the problem. You have to get to him on the first pitch. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, and try to finish him off with the slider, but he laid off. Wilson 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice. Wilson actually should have driven in 2. He got an RBI, but it should have been a second one. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, 2-run shot by Ian Happ. Cubs lead 3-2 over the Brewers. Top of the 5th. And the pitch. That's a ball. Even 2-2.
23rd home run for Happ this year.
Bro, Burns can go 7 innings right now at the rate he's going.
Lately, he's hit 12 home runs since August 13th. Tied for the most in the National League with Bryce Harper.
Yeah, he's really turned his season around as of late. I think it coincides with, look, he's healthy, he's playing every day. The defense, he's in left field now, he doesn't have to worry about that center field deal.
Smash the like, hit that subscribe.
He's been comfortable over there. He's made some decent catches tonight.
Here's the 2-2. Ball. Full count. 3-2.
Director John Morris says that they see Happ looks like Lenny Dykstra a little bit. I'll put that on the map. Jumping on that big wad of gum only heightens the experience of looking like Lenny.
And the pitch. It's ball 4. So Contreras draws a 2-out walk.
Just not quite as crisp as you normally see from the Milwaukee ace. Chris Hook, the pitching coach for the Brewers, on his way to the mound. Now, a quick word from LouisSportsNetwork.
Lifestyle Pro Solutions is helping to keep these businesses in the game. Imagine what it can do for yours. Lifestyle, a trusted standard for protection.
Yeah, we talked about, Burns just hasn't been his usual self. A hit batter, the walks, the home run, giving up a hit to the pitcher. But again, we're trying to compare it with excellence. I mean, the standard that he set for himself this year, to Ian Happ with the home run. So we expect that. Look at market. He is human. He's going to have those outings.
All right, here's Patrick Wisdom with a runner on first. 0 for 1, walk in the second inning.
Stuff, and he is throwing well. Just made a mistake here and there.
Half with the home run. Contreras chased back. Burns did give up 3 runs, 2 starts.
So now throw to first.
Came out last time in Cleveland. The 8 hitless innings, the 14 strikeouts. The Brewers combined with Josh Hader in their second no-hitter in franchise history. Thanks to Burns and Hader.
Pitch, swing and a miss. 95 miles an hour for strike 1. Top of the 5th, 2 outs, runner on first, 0-1 count to Patrick Wisdom. Cubs take the lead for the first time in this game by the score of 3-2 on a 2-run shot by Ian Happ after Fred Schwindel got himself an opposite field base hit.
Davis is bullpen coach for the Tigers. Davis, Burns, and Hader got together.
And the pitch, fouled away, strike 2.
Entire trio of Brewers no-hit pitchers together. Just a few days after Milwaukee threw that no-hitter to match Juan Davis.
Man, those are some dominating numbers.
Last 10 starts, team record 10-0.
Most important thing in a team record 10-0.
Here's the 0-2. Ball.
Brewers have not lost a Corbin Burns start since July 7th against the Mets at Citi Field. Fortunately, I got that in my book. I just want to look that up. And yes, it was the last time Jacob DeGrom pitched this year. So Burns has not lost, or the Brewers, I should say, have not lost a Burns start.
Smash a like, hit that subscribe, make sure to share.
New York.
Here's the pitch, and the ball is swung, and it's going to be popped away. Jay says, where are those Cub fans that talk all of that crap here earlier in the year? World Series, this and that. As a matter of fact, they went from World Series contenders, according to them, to now they're rebuilding, and they had to shop their team, had a fire sale. But hey, at least they did better than what the Yankees did. Yankees should have been started that crap. But once they get eliminated from the playoffs, that is if they even make it to the playoffs. Playoffs or no playoffs, I know the Yankees are not going far. At least I don't think so. Swing and a miss on the 1-2 pitch by Corbin Burns on the slider, and he gets a strikeout. But for the Cubs, they get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 man left on base. The big blow for 2 outs, 2-run shot by Ian Happ, and the Cubs, with their first lead of the game, they lead 3-2. So I'm only going to do the bottom of the 5th inning. That's going to be the last one, and that's going to pretty much end it. I'm going to end the stream at about 5 innings just because there's not a lot of people coming right now. And so I feel like nobody's really interested in this game. But I really know, a part of me knows why. And I'm not saying it's all Cub fans, but it was the ones that were just doing all that talking at the beginning of the year saying World Series, and they had to rebuild. Now they're in rebuild mode. So, and now they got to start fresh. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna do this last inning, and then I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night for this stream. Actually, not bad. It's crazy that I actually even went 4 hours. Well, at least 2 hours in for this one.
Next Saturday, Freddie Freeman to the Braves look to close in on the National League East title against.
All right, guys. Next Saturday, baseball night in America. We got the Braves and the Padres, White Sox and Indians. And I think I bet you that while there isn't a lot neither. Cubs, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Milwaukee, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Adbert Alzolay, 25 games, 5-13 record, 4.81 ERA, 116 innings pitched. Here's the first pitch from him, and it's going to be a ball. Who is the first batter of the inning? Can I please see? It is Eduardo Escobar, who hit a home run in the 3rd inning to give the Brewers a 2-1 lead. He's a switch hitter, and he was batting right-handed when he hit that home run off of Justin Steele. Here's the 1-0. Wow, he hit that really well and hard, but it ended up being foul. I thought he tied the game right there, but like, yo, it's lit, bro. I said, this guy's on fire. Yo, I gotta say, Willie knows pretty good English, though. Here's the 3rd inning. Steele. Bang, straight fastball. Here's the pitch. Ball. 2-1. Here's a 2-1. Foul, strike 2.
Was going to watch a Venezuelan Winter League game. He saw that Escobar was the backup to Ozzy's son, Odie.
And the pitch, fouled away once again, still 2-2.
Escobar was playing over Odie because Escobar was the better player. Ozzy helped get him to the White Sox. That's how he got to the big leagues. Bounced around a little bit. I'm All-Star this year.
All right, here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled away when hit down on the knee.
Yeah, great counsel telling us that having Escobar is a real luxury. You can have him hit in the middle of the lineup. He's a switch hitter. Presents problems for the other manager.
This one into the shift. Duffy takes care of it. Left.
All right, so Escobar grounds out to the second baseman for the first out of the inning.
Christian Yelich stands in. He struck out twice against Steele. Steele had 4 strikeouts in 4 innings. Gave up only 2 hits, the 2 solo homers, Pena and Escobar. 4 walks stood out, raised his pitch count. It was shorter nut. Some good and some bad. Justin Steele tonight.
Yeah, you know, the crazy thing was in that 3rd inning where he had a lot of trouble. 25 pitches, 14 of them were balls. So you're thinking, man, that's not good. He comes back in that 4th inning, 8 pitches to record 3 outs, 7 of them strike. You know, and again, then you talk about the inexperience.
Here's the pitch.
Of this Cub ball club.
Or no.
There's going to be some inconsistency. That man right there, he's going to get it. He's going to get it fixed. Got the patience to do so. Right there.
Here's the 2-0. And the ball. Beautiful piece of hitting past the diving Schwindheimer. That's the diving Schwindel as Yelich gets himself a double. First hit of the game for Christian Yelich. All right, so 1 man on with 1 out.
The power may not be there, but the bat getting to that ball, it's there again. Starting to hit the ball hard. He's been doing it for the last month or so. Benja Rivas, first baseman.
No offense.
Athletic enough, though, to field ground balls, also to run around up there in the outfield. Again, Yelich, I mean,
all right, runner scoring position for the Brewers. 1 out.
A good at bat, the extra base power. Home runs are just gravy.
Here's Luis Urias. Urias. Pitch is going to be a strike by Alzolay.
Urias had a game earlier this year against the Cubs in which he tied the major league record, having 5 extra base hits.
Urias, 260, 4 home runs, 47 RBIs. This season, the runners in scoring position with an 867 OPS.
Pitched by Alzolay. He's ahead 0-2.
Man, he just absolutely tormented the Cubs this year.
It's more than, or roughly, a third of his RBIs this year. He's driven in 68, and 22 of them come against the Cubs.
Here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled away.
Take you back to Wrigley Field on August 12th. Luis Urias teeing up by Kyle Hendricks. 5 extra base hit game. 16th player in Major League history to do that. Sketch out there by one of those bleacher balls. Not that time. Second one, that didn't happen.
Here's the 0-2 by Alzolay. And the ball is hit up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Yelich is going to round third. He is going to score. Urias gets a RBI single. Yelich scores, and now we are tied at 3. Cubs and Brewers tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Urias has had big at-bats this year. That's something that he's continued to get better and better at. Here he shoots his ball up the middle. Drives in Yelich, tie the ball game. He had a big walk last night, bases loaded. Also had a base hit to start an inning.
Here's the pitch, and the ball is hit, skied away. Jackie Bradley Jr. fouls it off.
Kane left the game with right hip discomfort. Down on the warning track, flat on his back. After he robbed Wilson Contreras of a potential extra base hit. Brewers playing it safe. They're worried about October. They're worried about being healthy when the postseason begins in less than 3 weeks.
Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball, 1-1.
You really don't have the luxury of resting guys because your rosters didn't expand to 40 as they had in the past. This year, they're 27. Also, Craig Counsell telling us you're still playing for some home field opportunities through the playoffs, which in this case, Milwaukee's been great on the road.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Brewers have the best home record in baseball. They've won 49 games outside of Wisconsin this year. They're pretty locked into the 2 seed in the National League. Certainly the East champion will not catch Milwaukee. And it'd be tough for the Brewers to catch up to the West champion at this point for number 1 seed. They'll probably open the division series at home.
Here's the pitch, and fouled away.
One thing, too, if there is a Dodgers-Giants matchup in the National League Division Series, whoever gets that division gets through the wild card, well, that's a total toss-up. And if the team that ends up winning the wild card wins that series, well, then Milwaukee, if they got through to the championship series, they will host the NLCS.
And once again, another pitch on the 1-2 is fouled off. Still 1-2.
Picture right now in the National League. Braves holding on to the East. The Brewers will push the Central soon. Giants and Dodgers are close. The wild card race is tight.
Oh, St. Louis has the second wild card spot? So, Cincinnati's struggling. Wow. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Snap throw to first. He is safe, but that's going to be the second out of the inning. 2 away.
Loves that move. Reyes was able to get back to that.
I mean, you go back to this playoff race and what's going to happen. I mean, it's still just such a long way from being decided. Who's winning the division, the wild card? Here you see Contreras back pick. Good as anyone. Always have to be alert down at first base.
Sure, when he makes that pickoff move now. Longs for Anthony Rizzo, the left-handed first baseman who can slap that tag down quickly. Sure, every Cubs fan longs for Rizzo.
All right, snap throw to first by Alzolay, but the runner gets back.
You know, would you be surprised if Rizzo came back and signed with Chicago?
Here's Manny Pena, solo home run in the wall.
They owe it to their fan base to bring one of those guys back.
Shoot,
Gave the Brewers gave both either team the first run of the game.
Next year, you got somebody that's got to walk out of that cornfield. Yeah. With all due respect, I gotta,
Yeah, I say, man, I got very good placement.
Right? I mean, I'd love to see Rossi walking out of there, but that's not what I'm looking for.
And the pitch inside for a ball.
It is interesting though. You get to talking about Rizzo, and why not come back to Chicago? You won a World Series. You're the guy that's you can put a statue out front. And, why go to somewhere else where there's going to be expectation that you sign a big free agent deal? And is he still the same player? I don't know.
Strike to Manny Pena.
Here's a strike, 1-1.
Traded everybody.
They traded Chris Bryant, Javi Baez, Rizzo, and Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell, I got a good package for Kimbrell getting Madrigal and Cody Hoyer. Yeah. I think Bro Armstrong's a good prospect coming from the Mets for Baez. It's just wild that Bryant and Rizzo and Baez are wearing other teams' uniforms.
And the ball is hit deep to left field, but Ian Happ is still there, and he makes the catch. So, all right, so the Brewers get a run and score for Christian Yelich at the end of 5, ladies and gentlemen, headed to the top of the 6th with one run left on base after 2 hits. The score is we are tied at 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the stream a little bit early. Not a lot of people are tuning into this game. So, I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your night. Whoever wins this game again, we'll see. I still got the Brewers winning this game, but we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the way. So, enjoy the rest of your night. Continue to like the videos. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Continue to keep sharing the streams. This is your boy, Louis Sports Network, saying peace out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Might do a stream on Sunday, maybe football. If not, I'll be back on Monday. So for Lions Packers. So anyway, I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the next one. Deuces.